Yeah, this a match once again, I should say. And as you see, yeah, it did start a little bit early, but hey, why not? It had stuff set up a little bit earlier than usual, so we'll see what happens. Welcome to everyone out there. Hope everyone's doing okay. Everyone's doing well. Hey there, Kevin in Country Shape and Tony. Hope everyone's doing all right. Hey, Silver Wings. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything's going all right with you. DJ doing okay. Can't complain. Uh, we're just doing some. I was busy with stuff. Decided to take a break and do a stream for maybe 2 hours or so. We'll see what happens. Caleb, Mekai, Josh. Hello, everyone. Your second term paper. That's cool. Good luck with that, man. Hey, Darmel Spire. Hope you're doing well. Jackie, hello there. So just saying hi to everyone. And we'll see what happens. Nothing, pretty much chilling, relaxing, talking about random stuff, like usual. Let's see. Hey, Caleb. Hope you're doing well. Polly, hello there. It's if Expendables 2 and 3 were great movies. Well, yeah. If hey, Phantasmat, hope you're doing well, man. Well, I've seen you on the Dead Pits chat. Hope you're doing well, man. Hey there, JCVD fan. Hope you're doing well. Hey there, Bobby. Garrison, hello everyone. Well, yeah, if Expendables sequels were worth the crap, then yeah, I'd be curious about Expendables 4, but they weren't, so we're not in that reality. Favorite film franchise? I mean, the first four Rambo films, I guess. The weather's been rainy. Hey, Fadi, hope you're doing well. The first four Police Story films, cool. Yeah, I enjoy those. From Police Story to Jackie Chan's First Strike, I do like those. So, good choices. Hulk Hogan is full of crap. Ultimate Warrior, he seemed like a terrible person in real life. Wrestling wise, Ultimate Warrior has some nice power moves, but he botched like every other move. Hey, Preminator. Hulk Hogan worked well for his time. I was a fan of Hulk Hogan back in the day. Nowadays, he's just full of shit on everything. So, I don't know. He's a guy I wouldn't trust with a 10-foot pole, but he was popular for his time for a good reason. Hey, Mackay, it's not worth watching the Candyman reboot. Oh, hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, man? Exorcist believer. Killer reviews lately. I am shocked. It got good reviews. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, the guys at Dip, they don't be seeing Exorcist believer, I guess, Thursday. Good luck with that. Hey, Attention fan, hope you're doing well, man. Oh, by the way, for those who the Skin Marine commentary has been moved Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, because yeah, the Dead Pit guys are watching Exorcist Believer, which good luck with that. Hey, maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll like the film. Oh, I got 24% Rotten Tomatoes. What? I mean, you fool me. I didn't look. I don't look at Rotten Tomatoes. Uh, Rotten Tomatoes are full of shit. They're full of shit whether they hate or like something. Most of them are bought off anyway, but good. I'm glad it's catching crap just because to make fun of it more. How the universe works on Discovery Science. I've never seen that, man. Novelizations on Godzilla. That's cool. I've never read them. Never read them. Favorite movie, Death? That's tough. Oh, the Blob remake is a good one where the guy gets sucked into the sink. Hey, you too. How you doing, man? Sunday fun day, Matt? Yeah, that'll be this Sunday night, sure. Uh, nah, not much is happening. Just doing requests. Recently saw Hollow Man 2, uploaded that. I don't know why the hell that exists, Hollow Man 2. I like the first Hollow Man because Paul Verhoeven pretty much said, you know what? I want to do an Invisible Man movie with titties and blood and a slasher film. And they don't give me like millions of dollars to do it. I drink to the man to do that. It's like, you giving me how much money for special effects? I'm just gonna make like a fucking sleazy slasher film with titties and blood and got Kevin Bacon and Josh Brolin in it. I love it. One of my favorite Invisible Man movies. But the sequel, you got Christian Slater as the villain, so that didn't work out. The Little Girl Who Lived Down the Lane. I've never even heard of that film. Best Harry Manfredini score, guess Friday the 13th. Well, again, it's the 2000s. Like every other movie had a direct-to-video sequel. So, yeah. But I mean, that's what these requests. There's a lot of movies, and an upcoming one is The Ring 2 with the CGI deer. Jodie Foster. Is that the one? The little girl Lane one? Is that what that is? Yeah, I've never heard of it. Oh, okay. 1976. All right. I thought it was a newer film, but okay. 1976 film. Interesting. I had never heard of it. Cool. Hey, it's nice to learn something new. Um, the Dark Knight Pisses, it would have been better if it was never made because it sucks. Bane sounds like if Sean Connery and Darth Vader had a baby. Hello, Batman. I want you to welcome to die. Don't you know? I'm going to destroy this football field, and the guy's going to run, and he's not going to notice. He's too busy with that football. He's going to carry that football to the touchdown. The whole field is exploding behind me. But I'm going to keep running because he really needs that touchdown. He wants that raise. Owen Wilson or Luke Wilson? Luke Wilson, especially in that X Files episode, Bad Blood. He was fun in that one. How many Invisible Man movies there are? I mean, quite a bit. Sounds like Adam Sandler. Yeah, that's true. Like Hubie Halloween. Yeah, that's true. But I can't do impressions. Hey there, Manny. Favorite animated movie? I don't know if it counts. Wall-E's one I like. Hey, Arcade. Uh, well, we don't need a Rush Hour 4, and we don't need a Lethal Weapon 5. They're too old for this shit. How old is Danny Glover? Luscious Harwell. There you go. What is worse? New Year's Evil is worse. I mean, you may like slasher films, but good luck watching New Year's Evil. The Beekeeper. Yeah, it looks like a fun Jason Statham movie. I mean, it's directed by David Ayer, who did then he do Ed and Watch. So Danny Glover's 77 years old. So that's pretty old. I did see the trailer to the new John Woo film, and I look forward to it. Silent Night. It could have used a different title because there's like 5 movies called Silent Night. But I look forward to it. It looks good. It's like a silent movie, but it's an action movie, like as in there's very little dialogue. And trailer looked good. Looked like old school John Woo. Little bit of John Wick, the first good one. So yeah, Silent Night looks really good. I look forward to that. Dumb Money. I don't know what the hell that is. Blumhouse still wants to reboot Friday the 13th? Of course they do. Because they would get a lot of money. Whenever that movie gets made, I guarantee you it's going to have a huge opening weekend box office. No matter how good or bad it is, that Friday 13 movie, when it eventually gets made, and it will, it's going to have a huge opening, even if it loses like 80% second weekend. That opening is going to be a good sized profit for the studio. Any studio is going to want that franchise, and then they don't want to milk it dry. You know that. Silent Night is supposed to come out December 1st. I don't know theatrical or not. It just said December. Do you have a PC? Yes, it was a laptop computer. My favorite Tony Scott film is between The Last Boy Scout and Beverly Hills Cop 2. Michael Keane, he works like 50, 60 hours a week, so he's very, very busy. And then on his channel, he's doing like a lot of stuff. I don't mind Top Gun, but I don't think it's Tony Scott's best film. I much prefer The Last Boy Scout or Beverly Hills Cop 2. But I like Tony Scott. I miss him. I liked him more than Ridley Scott. I mean, I love Alien. I like Black Rain, but I was more of a Tony Scott guy. I like Days of Thunder. I like Man on Fire. I like Unstoppable, the last film he did. I like Tony Scott. I don't know what 2024 has for films. I haven't looked it up. Danny Glover's playing Santa Claus in a new family film. I'll make sure not to watch it. Tier list for Exorcist movies? Well, it's not part two. Nick Chillen, good character actor. I liked him in the X Files. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Hey, man, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. What do you think of Gauntlet and Medieval on PS1? Would you play them on stream? I mean, I can't play games on stream. There's no way for me to record it. I don't have the equipment or the internet for that. If it's a paid request, I could do a video on it because I have the PS1 that has most of the games. I've never played them, so I can't answer what they are like. If it's a request, sure, I'll play them for a video, but I can't play games on stream. I don't have the equipment, and the internet is not good enough for that because this is on a phone. So, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Boomstick Critique, I'm doing okay. How you doing, man? A sequel to Congo is a few decades too late. Did Hellraiser need sequels? I like Hellraiser 2 and 3, so I could watch 4. It just didn't need 15 of them. Am I a Beatles fan? I have no issues with them, but I don't listen to them a lot. Hey, Drew Reviews. Tim Curry had one of the worst accents ever in Congo? Not really. Favorite Andrew Davis films? After 4, it's Hellraiser, it is a pretty big drop. The fifth one was Inferno. That was Trey Sheffer. And after that, yeah, it just Hellraiser 5 is like a bad version of Angel Heart. Because I rewatched Angel Heart recently, and that's a pretty good one. And that's really what Hellraiser 5 tried to be. I kept thinking Jacob's Ladder, but it's more like Angel Heart, but a bad version of Angel Heart. I'm like, don't watch Hellraiser 5, just watch Angel Heart. Sid and Marty Krofft, I haven't seen those in decades. A favorite vampire film from Dusk Till Dawn. Firebird Lord, hello there. Yeah, I like that scene in Congo. Stop eating my sesame cake. I said stop eating my sesame cake. I have fun with the movie. Adam's Family and Monsters. I didn't watch either of those shows. Movie wise, Adam's Family is much better than Rob Zombie's Monsters. The fucking monsters. Actually, there was no curse in it, but except for me watching it. What happened to Anaconda reboot? Someone grew a brain and said, "Don't make it." Lordy, I don't know much about him other than the reference in South Park. Favorite animated show, the 2003 Ninja Turtles. Favorite video game console, PS2. I'd probably say PlayStation 2. Favorite type of actors, I don't really have a favorite type of actor. I just want them to do their job and be worth a shit. Worst fake accent you've heard in a movie? You ever seen Jaws 4? Hey man, I'm a Jamaican man. Some highest performance in Frontier Still Dawn 2. She gets two titties up. I liked Frontier Still Dawn 2, except for the bad CGI, but I liked it because it's directed by the guy who wrote Evil Dead 2. He also directed Intruder, the 80s film. It's a gimmick, but I like how he directs, where it's like all these weird, crazy point of view shots, like he did in Intruder. I like that for Dusted On too. Plus, you have Robert Patrick and was it Bo Svensson or Bo Hopkins? I think Bo Hopkins, which I like that actor. Horror parody Mr. Clean. Why would I want that? Thank you, Marco Anzio. I appreciate the kind words. I didn't watch it from Dusted On TV show. Never bothered. Well, for Dusted On 2, it is a lower budget film, so there's CGI that's not the best. But Robert Patrick's the lead. There's a lot of cool, weird point of view shots. And he did like this fun but random cameo from Bruce Campbell and the girl from Saved by the Bell, not the one from Showgirls, the other one, which is like totally random, has nothing to do with the movie, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, Scott Spiegel. Yeah, he directed the Front of Dawn too. I liked it. Not nearly as good as the first one. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Front of Dawn 2. John Carpenter's Vampires. I liked it. James Woods is great in it. I disagree. I think Front of Dawn 3 was dog shit. I like part 2. I think part 3 was absolute dog shit. But I like part 2. I think it's a little bit underrated. Hey there, Jedizilla. Did you know Ghostbusters Gremlins came out on the same day? No, I didn't really care, but that's cool. What do you like to do on Halloween? Nothing. Did Aaron Connolly Placid do a crossover film? No. It was fucking stupid. Jesse, I probably choose Cop. Oh, the TV show. Okay. Sorry, Elf Runner. I couldn't tell. I gotta remember this stuff is delayed. Okay. I didn't watch the TV show, so you said the TV show was crap. Ah, okay. The TV show was that bad that you rather watch part three? What was so bad the TV show? I'm curious now. Not to watch it, but Dog Soldiers 2, it was never made. I mean, I don't know what you mean. Worst Halloween 3? I don't know what you mean. There's one Halloween 3. It's called Caesar the Witch. David Hasselhoff? I don't really care one way or another. Worst thing about Stream 2? Killing off Jamie Kennedy. It's a stupid decision. And it hurt them. Because what they don't understand is Jamie Kennedy was the audience. The audience, a good chunk of the audience viewed themselves through Randy. And when you killed him off, not everybody, but a good chunk of the audience were kind of checked out. At least in my eyes, in my opinion. Exorcist Believers getting destroyed by Chris. Yeah, Uncle Bill, who was in here earlier, he mentioned it, and good. I love it. Good. Lot with Tom Hardy. I didn't mind that film. Favorite Oliver Gruner movie? Probably Nemesis. Do you like Small Soldiers? I'm indifferent. Take it or leave it. The actors playing Seth and Richie were weak actors. Discount George Clooney, discount Quentin Tarantino. And I mean 80% discount. Oh, Damn. The biggest facepalm in movies, Alien 3. I don't know which I like more. I'm Gremlins and Gremlins 2 I like. I don't know which one I like more. Favorite werewolf death? I don't have a favorite werewolf death. Would Buzz Bunny cross-dressing be considered politically incorrect? I don't care. Brian, happy Wednesday to you too, man. Uncle Bill was here, yeah, earlier, very briefly though. He's a busy guy. I know him and CK. They're getting they're getting ready to watch Exorcist Believer. I guess tomorrow night now. They're first on the road in a year, so good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hey, Akuma 80s. Hope you're doing well, man. Uncle Bill has a nice head of hair. Sure. I feel like Quentin Tarantino wasn't acting in Infinite Still Dawn. Maybe he wasn't. Was that just Believer direct to stream? No, it was in theaters. It's in theaters. Jojo Siwa. I don't know who that is. Sorry, I don't know who the hell that is. Which toy in Toy Story deserves more attention? Well, Buzz Lightyear after the first one, he got put into the background. Peer freak out. You're seeing the movie for free? Why see it at all? Never been to a convention. Dead Pit, I first discovered them around probably 2007. Heard their show. No, I never liked the movie The Strangers. Wasn't my cup of tea. What's your issue with A24? They make shitty horror movies. I don't think they've ever made a good horror movie, in my opinion. They're pretentious with dumb as fuck characters. Every A24 horror film have characters that do not act like human beings. They act like aliens, pretend to be fucking human beings. Every A24 horror film, there's a person that acts like they've just come from this fucking planet to pretend to be human. I'm like, that's not how people would act. That's not how people would talk. That's not what people would do. Fuck Exorcist Believer. Anger Management, I like the movie. Aragorn, hello there. Tuss's Avenger remake, I have no idea who it's for. Because the people who are Trauma fans, they don't want a remake. The public, they barely know what the hell a Tuss's Avenger is. I don't know who it's for. You tell me. I don't have that review, Brian. I don't have that review anymore. Chris O'Donnell. Yeah, I guess that show's still going. I never watched NCIS LA. Elemental P. Halloween H2O just ended the way it did and cut out the first 15 minutes of Resurrection. Is Dip at the first? I don't know what you mean by Expendables YouTubers. Surf Ninjas. I'm not a fan of Surf Ninjas. I never liked the film. I always thought the film sucked. I think Surf Ninjas is a really bad movie. I do. I think it's an awful fucking film. Buster Rhymes. He should return a Halloween film. Joker 2. Fuck that. You only need the first one. Uh, John Wick 4 is more disappointing, Garrison. You like Surf Ninjas? Teach their own. I think it's dog shit. The action scenes suck. The humor sucks. The characters are lame. It's goofy. It's cringeworthy. I don't think there's any charm to it. Surf Ninjas for Game Gear. I remember the video games vaguely because I think the kid played a Game Gear and controlled Leslie Nielsen or someone, and then of course they made the game. It's like they did that Three Ninjas video game. Was it Tip back. They had one for Sega CD, Super Nintendo, and I think Genesis, the Three Ninjas one. Hey, Tris. Hey, Motionless Zombie. What movies and TV shows are you shocked haven't been rebooted? What hasn't been rebooted yet? Family Matters. There you go. Steve Urkel, Family Matters. I'm shocked that has not been rebooted yet. Uh, Blade is easily better than those other two. JPEG. Ernie Reyes Jr. was good in TMNT too. I agree. Amiga CD. I barely remember the Amiga CD. There's not really any true confirmation of John Wick 5. It's the studio wants it, but the director and Keanu don't want to really do it. Secret News is underrated. I agree, but if I said that, I would be called an idiot. Whatever, fuck them. I still like the movie. I watched it over the bullshit puke-a-thon called Mutant Mayhem. Favorite film documentary? I don't know. There's a lot of good ones out there. The one on Elm Street was good. Never Sleep Again. Crystal Lake Memories was good. Hey, Callum. Tone Loc was in Surf Ninjas. Well, I'd rather just go watch Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Dares in Robocop 3 was worse. I don't listen to any of them, Manny, so I have no opinion. Secret of Ooze is 10 times better than Out of the Shadows, easily. Favorite Tupac movie? Gridlocked. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Damn, thank you. You've always been kind. Thank you. The Expendables YouTubers are the group that name that I give you and your friends. I asked one of your friends which name, and Fabio named it. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but cool. But does that mean one of us will die since we're expendable? If we're expendable, that means one of us will die. Who's the one to die first? Is it me? But that's pretty okay. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, I guess if Uncle Bill's part of it, then yeah, you'd be the first because he did a horror talk radio show with CK back in technically 2005, 2006 before they started really doing stuff on YouTube. So that's cool. Thank you. Fair rant by Fabio. Probably the Ninja Turtles one from way back in the day. Stinmarink. Well, with other people there, it's easy to survive that. Kevin Villa, hello there. Fair. I talked about that. Um, Slaughterhouse. I didn't watch it. Don't barely know anything about it. Sorry, man. Hey, Deary Blow. Michael Jai White. Yep, he was. Blinking, you miss it. He was in the background. Favorite Steve Austin movie? I don't know. Hunt the Kill wasn't too bad. I guess The Expendables, the first one. Shakedown, it was okay. Rap, fine either way with rap. Wolfram number one, hello there. Least favorite video games? I don't know. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, every penny helps, and that's pretty nice of you, man. Just wanted to show your channel some love. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's kind of you to do so. Like I said, every penny, hey, I'll take it. Thank you so much. Very cool, man. I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. Thank you, man. You look like you need to push your glasses back a bit. Okay. Is that good enough for you? Maybe I'll do it like this. How about I do the whole thing like this? Just to bug you. I do like this. Irreversible Martyrs, neither. They both suck. Uh, Steve Austin and Dolph did one called The Package. It was all right. I didn't mind it. I don't remember saying Jaws Unleashed sucked. Maybe I did. Terminator 3, I never played that game, so I never even played Terminator 3, so how would I say it sucked? Rygar, I didn't play Rygar. You got me confused with someone else because I never played Rygar for Nintendo. I haven't played that game for like 20 years and I barely remember that game. You might be thinking of someone else. Terminator 3, I never even played. Not Terminator 3, at least. Terminator vs. Robocop, I played the Super Nintendo one. I liked it. I know the Genesis one's more violent. The Slayer Schizoid, I guess, I don't know. They're both the same uh, quality. Quake, never played a Quake game. Favorite pizza toppings, pepperoni. Hey, Alex Movie Collector, hello there. Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield, I like. House Party, I like the original House Party. Yes, action and horror are my two favorite genres. I don't watch football, so I don't care about the NFL. What's happened with it? The Peanuts. I know of Charlie Brown. Haven't seen them in years, years and years. Elm Street 5, I thought sucked. Garrison, it looks like you need to be pushed out of the chat if you don't be quiet. This is like the eighth time you said you need to push your glasses back a bit. Maybe you need to push your dick back a bit from my mouth. Since you seem like you want to kiss me or something, or fuck me, or what? You need to push your glasses a bit. Shut up. How about that? Shit. Sorry, run number. I've never even heard of it. Take care, Jesse. Enjoy your birthday dinner. Nostalgia Career, I don't watch. I used to watch a little bit of basketball, but I haven't seen them in years and years and years. Drew Reviews, was that in a Van Damme movie? I can't remember which Van Damme movie that was. Was that Death Warrant? Or am I thinking of a different movie? Used to, I'm trying to remember. Was that a Van Damme movie that was in Drew Reviews? The quote you were saying? It was from an action movie. I know it was. Oh, it was Lionheart. Okay. That's right. Was that when he hit the guy in the nuts? When he's like did that one punch to the guy in the nuts? Was that the guy? Like he said that, and then they had the fight, and Van Damme did that one punch to the nuts and took him down. Uh, X Files Millennium, yeah, I prefer over Buffy. You two, I'll probably see Cujo as my favorite of those three. Special Olympics basketball, that's cool, man. So I Married an Axe Murderer. I actually don't mind that movie. I'm done with Disney Marvel since FATWS. Which one is that? Fat Water Sports? FATWS. Which one is that? Fat Water Sports? That'll be Disney's future. Be Kevin Smith doing water sports. He wants to suck up to Disney so much he will bend down and take it in the face. Fat Water Sports starring Kevin Smith. Fat WS. I just saw that's Kevin Smith's future. Marvel's the Capcom. Capcom I've never played. Premiere, I'll choose Child's Play remake. Quantum Leap, I do like as a show. Darkman 1, yeah, I like that movie. Least favorite DC film? I don't know. The Flash is close. Favorite TMNT villain? Probably Shredder. Do you like comics? Sure. Haven't read them in years though. Read some Spider-Man and Punisher, and I've read some of the Barrage comics of Ninja Turtles. Hey, Broad Stipe. Hope you're doing well. Jay Pate, I would choose Silver Bullet. Favorite AC/DC song? You Should Be All Night Long. Never bothered with the new Quantum Leap show. No, I have no idea why you would need to do a new Quantum Leap show. I don't watch wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in years. I listen to Jim Cornette, but I do not watch modern wrestling. Not at all. Oh, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Okay. Never watched the show, so I can't tell you. People in Rocksteady, they're all right. But I was like, I'm indifferent. I watch more for the Ninja Turtles, not for the villains. The Shadow, yeah, I've seen it. Al Bowen didn't kill anyone on that movie. That's gonna be a surprise later that he really did, but as far as I know, he didn't kill anybody on that movie. Or did he? Fender's Eyes and Cyborg. Uh, I don't know. Maybe that's how the actor's eyes just are. I don't know. Or maybe they did that because it's the future and make him more of a villain. I don't eat Chinese food. I'll eat Chinese women, but not Chinese food. Favorite bar fight? Chuck Norris and Firewalker's a pretty good bar fight. Worst edited fight scenes? Taken 2 and 3 are pretty bad. I love the first Taken. Taken 2 or 3 are pretty bad with editing. That's cool, bro. Stipe. Thanks once again for the Hollow Man 2 request. I didn't watch movie channels growing up. We only had 4 channels growing up. Jay Pate, I would choose Joe Bob Briggs. You love Chinese women's feet? Are you Quentin Tarantino? Do we have Quentin Tarantino in the chat? I think General Obvious is Quentin Tarantino. Welcome, man. I'm a fan of your movies. Do you like Liv Tyler's face? It's fine, I guess. If you're into horses. But yeah, it's fine. Black Panther 1, that is a terrible fight. That's true. My favorite Ninja Turtle movies are the first two in the 90s. 1990 and 1991 are my two favorites. Oh, thank you, Real View. Yeah, okay. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I understand the reference now. I never watched the show. I had no interest in watching it. So I don't watch Marvel shows. I don't see any reason to. Do people out here in the chat actually watch these Marvel shows? Thank you, Broadstipe. Pretty decent. That's cool. At least I guess it didn't suck. So people in the chat are saying no, they don't watch it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Joseph McCarthy. I don't know who that is. I mean, Wesley Snipes playing Black Panther in the 90s? Maybe that could have been cool, yeah, but Yeah, I don't watch any of those shows unless it was a request. Twisters 2024. Why we need a sequel to Twister in 2024, I have zero clue. Bill Paxton's dead. Helen Hunt is not coming back. So what is the point? Stupid. Just stupid. Just dumb. I don't want anyone to play me in a movie. Favorite subgenre of horror? Creature feature. Like the Blob remake, Tremors. You ever been in a tornado? No. Not been in one, no. Death Row, no, that's just in the no, that's only in the afternoon it happens. Grace Santini, I didn't see it. Bill Paxton was in the Angels of Shield. Oh, that's too bad. A twisted sequel will suck and blow. Very true. Hey, Retro Crypt, hope you're doing well, man. How you doing? You having a having a hard time to pick what film to watch? Close your eyes and choose. I don't know. Why would you? No, I don't need a Misery 2. Constantine 2 is too late to do. Don't need one. Gladiator 2, yes, very unnecessary. We don't need Gladiator 2. That's cool, Retro Crypt. That's very cool. Favorite Danny Glover film? Predator 2 is my favorite Danny Glover film. Do you think laugh tracks are a form of mind control? No. Not, uh, no. If you're listening to only 3 bands for the rest of your life, I don't know. AC/DC would be one of them. You don't watch Leviathan on Amazon? That's cool, man. Hope you enjoy. When's Hollywood gonna come up with something original? Don't ask me. I don't work for them. Best WWF song. Crack at It by Limp Bizkit. Why would I care for a sequel to Hand the Ross the Cradle? Jesse Eisenberg, yes, he was a terrible Lex Luthor. I agree. Mighty Joe Young, 1998. I don't mind the film. Alistair Desmond, hello there. The singer Meatloaf. It's sad that when he passed away, they couldn't even say his real name. They just said Meatloaf. Hey, Meatloaf died. I mean, you do know that wasn't his real name, right? But I like he was good as an actor. I like some of his songs. Bat Out of Hell. His name is Robert Paulson, exactly. But yeah, I liked his songs. You don't know Meatloaf, the singer? You need to look up his songs. Uh, Bat Out of Hell. Type in Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, and listen to that album. Biodome, it sucks. Simu Liu, I don't give a shit about him. He stood up for people who touch his kids. So fuck Simu Liu. He's a dumbass sicko. He sticks up for people that touches little kids. I don't give a shit what he thinks. I really don't give a shit about his opinion on anything in life. Lone Star 96 haven't seen. Simu Liu starred in that Shang-Chi movie. Lame ass movie. Yeah, that's a good song too. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Take care, JPEG. Have a good night. But I won't do that. Won't do anything for love. Love that song too. Wild Thornberrys, I didn't see. Brandon Lee should have played Shang-Chi. Well, I mean, he died before that could happen. Your friend gave Shang-Chi a 1 out of 10. He's right. Eddie Hall, I don't know who that is. Cormac McCarthy, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Dead Calm, it's all right. First Blood, I would choose Jedizilla. Serious film franchises have become too comedic over the years. Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. Rogerio Barbosa, hello there. The Beekeeper trailer, yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the trailer. Probably gave every single action scene in the movie in the trailer, so you don't have to see the movie. But did I like the trailer? Yes, I did. Hero No Country for Old Men, well, not really a big fan of that movie, so there you go. If real monsters existed, would you team up with me to fight? I don't know. Can you fight? Dream scenario? Yeah, it looked interesting. It looked interesting. The dream scenario. See, when A24 doesn't do horror, then they're a little bit more interesting. It's when they do horror when they fuck up. But yeah, that looked intriguing. Where Nick Cage is like in everybody's dreams and he doesn't know why, no one else knows why, and he's just enjoying the fame and then things go up shit creek. The issues with No Touch of Roll Man is really not much of an ending. I still don't know what the fuck that dream means that he has. It's like Tommy Lee Jones describes a dream. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be pertaining with the movie. And like that's your finale. I just Tommy Lee Jones didn't really do anything in the movie. And I like Tommy Lee Jones, but he doesn't really do anything. He's just there kind of standing with a thumb up his ass. Doesn't get to do anything. Wanted him to have a one-on-one with Javier Bardem. Standoff, something. Clicked with Adam Sandler. I liked it when it was called Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey. When that movie was Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, I liked it. Color Out of Space, I didn't mind it for what it was. Desmond Devon, I already answered that question. Glass, Bruce Willis, I thought it sucked. He was a quiet man. That was a lame movie. I don't know who Soda Boy is. Tom Petty, don't mind him. Do you like bitches? As in who? Depends if they put out. Blood Simple, I didn't see. Death Wish 2018, yeah, I liked it for what it was. Hey, there's Sam Crow. Was I forgot James Earl Jones was in Click. Sean, I would easily pick Cujo. Movies that should have a different rating. I don't know. The Blood. Oh, In the Blood. Very lame film. Caleb, I prefer Metallica. Steer Movie 5. No, I don't like the film. Men in Black 3. I liked it for what it was. Ashley Tisdale. I don't know who that is. Favorite Chuck Norris film. Firewalker. If you could have your life narrated by a famous person, I wouldn't want it narrated by anybody. Favorite Jerry Goldsmith score? Rambo First Blood Part 2. No, I thought the Way of the Dragon, it was a good fight between him and Bruce Lee. You two, I would choose Try Tier Part 2. The emergency test on your phone today, yeah, it was stupid. It was pointless. Fuck was the point of it? Fucking stupid. I don't know, James. I like both a lot, so I don't know. Favorite Jackie Chan movie, probably Rumble in the Bronx. No, probably Operation Condor. I don't know. I did an action film, but the score sucked. I don't know, man. Drew reviews, I would choose Rambo 2. Favorite Tommy Lee Jones role, Volcano and the Hunted. Favorite Al Pacino film, probably Starface. Worst, Righteous Kill is pretty bad. That Jack and Jill. Would you ride a dragon's back? Sure. Why not? Sure. Favorite David Ogden Steers. I don't know. I don't remember all the movies he's in. I didn't think Rambo 2 was slow at all. I disagree. I don't think Click is better than Bruce Almighty, and entirely disagree. Click was more of a sentimental, manipulative piece of shit like Patch Adams. Another piece of shit movie. Fuck that movie too. And fuck Click. Both shitty movies, Click and Patch Adams. Manipulative, over sentimental bullshit. NBC TV, never heard of it. Han from Enter the Dragon is way better than Terry Silver. Bobcat Goldthwait, Dale Driver, and Varen Drescher. Guess I choose Bobcat Goldthwait. Any films you haven't seen yet? I'm sure a bunch. I haven't seen every movie in existence. Any films you have? I mean, I didn't watch the Twilight Zone series. Favorite Robin Williams film? I like Club Paradise. I don't know, like that one always comes to mind. Starface is not overrated. Come on. Give me a break. Then watch the TV show Hunter. I don't blame Scott Bakula for not returning. He probably knew this new show would suck. If, don't be afraid of the dark. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Copland, I love Copland. I have seen Moonfall. I've talked about it on a stream before. It sucked. Flubber, it's all right, I guess. Time waster. Stay Alive 2006, shitty movie. Starface 1932, I think I actually did a review of that. I didn't mind it. Actually, pretty violent for its time. Fairly violent for its time. Some interesting shots, like the drive-by sequence, and like how they were able to do that. And also, it's interesting when you see, like, each time someone dies, like a few scenes before, there's some kind of bit that's like a harbinger of doom. Like, I forget, it's like a symbol or a light or something that will tell you that person's going to get their comeuppance. It's an X. It's an X. Like, if you watch that film again, some characters, there's like an X somewhere in the room. Yeah, there you go, an X, exactly. I like that motif. That was a cool addition. That was creative. So I like that. I thought Idea for its time is fairly violent. I'd probably say I still prefer the Pacino film, but I did like it. Which Shredder's the wimpiest version? The 80s cartoon. I like the 80s cartoon, but that is the wimpiest Shredder. Never. I played Snake's Revenge, the unofficial Metal Gear game on Nintendo. I didn't play the actual Metal Gear games on Nintendo. Desmond Devon, I preferred guns. I believe an X was used in newspapers to mark where someone was killed in the picture back then. Oh, really? Back in the day? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Did I see Dread with Carl Urban? Yeah, I saw it in the theater. I reviewed it when I got home from the theater. I enjoyed it. Love Dread. Well, Marco, you don't like Click All You Want. I don't agree. That's all. That's just it. I just don't like that film. I think it sucks. I think it ripped off Bruce Almighty. 9% of the movie is just a rip off of Bruce Almighty, only much more manipulative and trying to be sympathetic. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Which even that they kind of stole from Bruce Almighty. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Rank Destroy All Monsters, all three Expendables, all four Avengers, and Justice League movie. Three, four. So that's 9 movies. I guess Expendables one would be my favorite of that. Then Avengers Age of Ultron would be number two. Then I guess Destroy All Monsters. Then the first Avengers. No, I'll go with the first Avengers, then Destroy All Monsters. So I'll go with Expendables 1, Avengers Age of Ultron, the first Avengers, Destroy All Monsters, then Expendables 2, Expendables 3, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, and then Justice League. Because those last four I fucking hate. And Justice League is the worst. And I hate the Avengers Infinity War Endgame. I think those are fucking awful movies too. That's a weird ranking. Well, it's my ranking. I think those Avengers films, the last two were dog shit. I don't understand the hype. Teach their own who like it. I think they're worthless fucking movies. I said Age of Ultron. I said Expendables 1, then I said Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. That'd be my second after the first Expendables. Who did the better Crane voice? The original cartoon. What was worse? Jedi's. I mean, people keep bringing up John Wick 4. John Wick 4. The problem is just is very very disappointing compared with the first three. Like it's not you. Just everyone keeps bringing up John Wick 4 like comparison. This versus this. This. It's hard because it's for different, completely different reasons. I don't give a shit about Avengers, but the last two fucking awful. I gave a whole lot of shit about John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and 4 makes it that's much more disappointing. So I'm not getting mad at you. It just people just John Wick 4 versus this. It's two completely. It's like apples and oranges for me. So I can't answer that stuff anymore. I can't. I'll bitch about John Wick 4 for 5 hours, but I can't answer the whole versus thing anymore. Hey, John Fisher Choir, is the new Exorcist film going to suck? Yes. Onion half for sale, no problem. I just can't talk right. It's my fault. But yeah, Expendables 1, and then Avengers, Age of Ultron, then the first Avengers. Spanglish, I didn't watch. Favorite Rambo villain, probably Brian Dennehy. Director's cut, it depends. Like Aliens, I prefer the extended cut. Alien, honestly, I could probably just watch a theatrical cut of Alien. Yeah, I know Jonathan Brandis, the actor. Just yeah, it's too bad. Way too soon. Fertia Leone performance. I don't have a favorite. Country shape. You could pray for whoever you want. Nah, I didn't see Spanglish. If I did, I don't remember a thing about it. So that tells you the whole thing. If I did, then I don't remember a single thing about it. I don't remember seeing the film. So I guess that's how good it is. I love The Abyss. I much prefer the theatrical cut, but I love The Abyss. You think you ever do another Ninja Turtles movie with suits? No. It's going to be cartoon or CGI because suits will be looked at as too cheap or too corny or too uh, cheesy. That would be their words. Exorcist 3 is the only Exorcist film I like. T2 Special Edition, honestly, I would rather just watch the theatrical cut. I don't think it really added anything I really give a shit about, so I just would rather watch the actual cut of T2. Do you paint or draw? No. Exorcist 2, it sucks. Tatis, I don't know what that is. Jonathan Brandis, yeah, he was talented. Just sadly ended his life way too soon. Scary Maze game, don't know what it is. Kevin Miller, I like the first three John Wick films pretty equally, and the fourth one I did not. Brian Denny was a villain in First Blood. He was a teen shit cop. All the guy wanted to do was eat. Yeah, it's cool to see Michael Biehn in it, but Sally, that scene didn't really. mean anything. Well, it's cool to see Michael Bean, but I get why it was cut. It didn't really. I don't know. If that was like something she kept seeing maybe throughout the film, these dreams of Michael Bean, like if it was a consistent theme, maybe that could have been interesting. But it was just one and done, never again. It's always cool to see Michael Bean in there because I like him as an actor. I don't watch Cool Duder stuff. Teaser was a dip, but the other guy is worse. Well, they're all villains in that movie. Rambo went too far. No, he didn't go far enough. He sure killed his sorry ass. Should have shot him in the face. Would you try to create a great painting? I can't draw, so no. They'll always do another Terminator film because they never learn. It's just that it'll still be shit. Your reviews, I disagree. I like the Terminator, but my favorite is Aliens. Hey, Rat Hammer. So, Johnny Nunn. I don't care about meeting unless we're going to do the deed. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about meeting. Yeah, if he did. Yeah, the first Blood novel was definitely a lot more violent. He even kills the hunter and his kid. In the movie, he turns and he steers the kid off. In the novel, he killed both of them. Much more violent movie. I mean, much more violent in the novel. Then he dies at the end because Colonel Drummond blows his head off because he's gone too far. It's the Frankenstein monster. Take care, Broad Stipe. No problem. Drew reviews. I get what you mean. Uh, Desmond Devon. This has been for fun entertainment. Social problems. I'm not an actor on Twitter. My hope is to entertain people. That's what these actors should do. Entertain, not the social problems of the world. Listen to me. I know about this. Shut the fuck up. I've flipped through enough of the First Blood novels to know a bit what's going on in them. So I'm fairly familiar with them. I think the one that was supposed to be like the original script of the third Rambo is much more of them in the desert. I think Truman was hurt and Rambo had to kind of carry him through a lot longer in the desert. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Part two is going to be more of a buddy movie with him and John Travolta. Thank God that didn't do it. Because Stallone directed Staying Alive and was friends with John Travolta. Did not need to be a buddy movie, so I'm glad that was changed. John Travolta, the more tech guy. Yeah, they said in the commentary of First Blood that yeah, Tizo is a Korean War veteran. So for him, it's like my war was more just and my war was more holier than thou. But you in Vietnam, you lost, and you're this and this. So yeah, they even mentioned that on the commentary track. Maybe that it was the I think it was the interviews, not the commentary track. It was the interviews. There was a documentary. I think they mentioned the interviews of it. No, I love Rambo 3. Don't get me wrong, I love Rambo 3. I fucking love Rambo 3. I'm one of the big defenders of Rambo 3. 2016 is worse, Garrison. I want Actresses a movie where the person is crazy. What was that? Nah, actually possessed. Okay, so you think it's a possession movie, but he's actually just crazy. I'm sure there's been a film that has happened. I'm sure that movie's been made. Just can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure it has. It's not a possession, but you may like the film Primal Fear. That movie with Edward Norton doesn't deal with possession, but it's kind of in the same ballpark you're talking about. Oh, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, Matt, thoughts on Chucky's voice now? Brad Dourif is awesome, but do you think he needs to retire from voicing Chucky and have someone else do it? How about don't make any Chucky stuff in general? He sounds his age. He sounds raspy. He's old. He sounds old. You hear much more of the rasp in his voice, and Chucky sounds like he's 77 years old. Because he is. I forget how old Brad Dourif, but he's fairly old. He sounds it. So, yes, they should have not done the TV show in the first place. Ended long ago. If you watch that show, you listen to his voice, you could clearly tell he can't do it anymore. And hey, that's how it is. Time catches it with everybody. You don't have to do a role forever. So absolutely, and not that someone else needs to do it. Just don't do any more Chucky stuff. Yes, I like the Child's Play remake, but nobody else did, and it bombed. So then move on. He's supposed to sound old. I don't need an old ass Chucky fuck. Sorry. I don't find that interesting. I don't find that intriguing. Great, I get a Chucky that sounds like he's 73 years old because he's 73 years old. What's appealing of that? What's appealing about that? Jack shit to me personally. So really you only needed 3 movies. And that's it. I like the remake, fine, but just have the first 3 movies. Did not need any more after that. Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, nothing, nothing, nothing. Then give me the remake. It bombed, but I liked it, and then nothing else. I'd be more than happy. Yeah, I guess everyone's talking about The Exorcist Believer, which makes sense because it's the new film. Uh, haven't seen it. Apparently, people are shit on it. Good. Cool. Hey, Ty. Hey, Bob Zombie. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Matt. How are you doing, man? Thanks for that. I'll leave that up a little bit. So it's pretty quick. Hey, Matt. Hey there. Hope you're doing well, Bob Zombie. Brad Dourif is 73 now. Yeah, well, he's too old to be Chucky. He's too fucking old. Hey there, Chonky. Hello there. But yeah, you don't need more fucking Child's Play shit. You don't need more Chucky. He's 73 years old. He sounds like he's 83 years old. Just let it go. I don't need Chucky at the White House. Fucking stupid. Isn't that the TV show now in season 3? He's at the White House. He's with the President of the United States. And no, it's not Joe Bidet. It's Devon Sawa, who was also in the first 2 seasons as completely different characters, but now he's in this one as the president. So he's in the first 2 seasons, but now he's in this playing a different character. What the fuck? It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. and I'm not laughing. It's fucking stupid. Astro Zombie, hey there, man. Oh, no problem. Yeah, welcome. We're just no, I mean Joe Bidet. I meant what I said. You know what a bidet is? Look it up. Bidet. Bidet, yeah. Joe Bidet is more fitting for him. Fuck Christmas. Hey there, Neopunk. So people were just talking about Exorcist believers getting crapped on by critics, which I laugh because good. Chucky season 3. He's in the White House. Again, Joel Bidet's not there. Guess they finally evicted his sorry ass into the mental ward where he belongs. Return of the Jedi, Jedizilla. Thank you, Victor. Again, Joel Bidet. Favorite scene in Exorcist 2? There are no good scenes in Exorcist 2. Well, Bod Zombie, I mean, I was in okay, the guys at Dip had invited me to do Elm Street 4 commentary. And afterward, we're talking. He's like, "Hey, let's do something on your channel. It was fun doing Evil Dead Rise." So on Instagram, I listed like a bunch of bad movies. I listed Elm Street 5 because we had done Elm Street 4. I listed the Hitcher remake because this is a piece of shit. I mentioned all these movies and then Skinamarink. And I think it was CK that said, "Yeah, let's do Skinamarink." I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing that one. And it was supposed to be Thursday tomorrow, but they're seeing Exorcist Believer tomorrow. So this Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, the guys at Dead Pit, Stumman, Mark, and me are watching Skin Marine at 9 p.m. Central this Sunday. So at least it'll be fun just to hang out, whatever the fuck the movie is. I like Exorcist 3. It's the one I like. I don't like any of the. I don't really like any of the other Exorcist films. I only like the third one. Oh, you do a web show? That's cool. Take care, Don G. Look, who's her? I would choose Jaws. You know, Jaws is one of my favorites. I don't know. I don't go to movie theaters nowadays. Too expensive and too much of a hassle. Yeah, Chucky's in the White House in season 3. Toxic Avenger remake with a little guy, Peter Dinklage. Which I guess he's also Toxie because the picture of Toxie is like short. What the fuck? So now Toxie's a midget? I didn't know that. I guess Trauma is now inclusive. Thomas Newman store. I have to see. I have to. I don't know why I'm stuttering, John. I have to see a list of Thomas Newman movies. I saw the John Woo trailer Silent Night. I liked it a lot. You hate everything. I like the trailer of John Woo's new film, Silent Night. I even like the trailer of Jason Statham's new film, The Beekeeper. Oh, Bela Lugosi's granddaughter. That's cool. Good luck with that, man. That's very cool. Yeah, Silent Night looked good. The John Woo film. Supposed to be mostly a silent movie. That's neat. And the Beekeeper, Jason Statham. I like that one. I don't like the movie Elf. Neopunk, The Exorcist is one of those movies that I get why people like it. It's just not my cup of tea. Because I think someone had asked that in another stream, and that's a movie that's an example of that. I'm not a fan of the movie. I get why people like it. I'm not a fan. I much prefer the third one. I don't like any trauma films. I think trauma, they're all dog shit. I barely remember Avengers Infinity War other than I thought it sucked. Oh, thank you, Astro Zombie. I appreciate the kind words. Hey there, Michael. No, Predator, that's a quiet place. Silent Night is supposed to have very, very little dialogue. And also the lead guy, his son gets murdered during the thing. His voice is taken away from him. So it's, I mean, I guess maybe kind of like a quiet place. Little dialogue, I guess like that. So yeah, I guess kind of. American Horror Story, I didn't watch much of. The Simpsons movie, I'm not a fan of it. Joel Kinnaman, I mean, he looks good in the movie. Gotta admit, gotta be fair. Enough fair. Yeah, I'm being fair. Screenplay, I've never even heard of that one. Dude, yeah, I was sad when John Ritter passed away. He was a talented guy. The Blob come off the 4K. Yeah, but I don't really pick up a lot of 4K. So, I mean, maybe one day because it's a personal favorite of mine. But I'm not in a rush to get 4K stuff. I'm fine with the Blu-rays I have. I'm not going to replace every damn movie I have with 4K. It's just not going to happen. I always like The Fifth Element. Oh hey, Sling Blade, I didn't mind. Hey Kentucky Container, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh, there we go. You, is there a better knife fight than the one in The Hunted? It's a great knife fight. I'll give you that. I love the movie. I saw it in the theater. Saw it in the theater and really enjoyed it, man. I've always enjoyed that movie. So yeah, I like the movie. I mean, a better knife fight, that's tough to think about. It's a damn good one. It's definitely up there. But yeah, the knife fight in The Hunted, Tommy Lee Jones is a really good knife fight. I'll give you that. It's if it's not the best, it's one of the easily top five best knife fights. Easily. It's maybe not a knife fight, but I did like the fight in the Raid too. This is America. Of course, you don't get paid. You don't get paid. It's like like all businesses, you get paid less than free. You get nothing. It's the economy. You bought it Metro with A Murphy? Yeah, give it a watch, man. I liked it. I think that's an underrated Eddie Murphy film. Wait till they make everyone replace all their 4Ks with 8Ks. Oh, they ain't going to be me. Sorry, you don't, I'm going to sign out of that. The Fugitive or The Hunted? The Hunted. Although I like The Fugitive. You used to train in knife and stick fighting? Very cool, man. Have you done videos on that? I'm surprised you haven't done videos on that. I mean, if you trained in knife and stick fighting, that'd be something to watch. Derek Roberts, that's fine, man. Nothing to apologize about. Victor, Halloween Ends is worse. F and Lorder, I don't care about spoilers. In fact, you saw that film? Well, you deserve a reward for seeing that film. It's not much of a reward, but here you go. The McDonald's scene, Fifth Element, I barely remember the scene. It was all right. 20 years martial arts experience? You used to teach Muay Thai? Where at? Man, I wish, if I was near you, I'd get you to teach me. Otherwise, I'd be a pretty piss poor student. You need like a couple decades to teach me. Orlando, Florida, interesting. Very cool. How long did you teach Muay Thai? Sorry, I'm just fascinated by it. Mannequin too, I don't remember a thing about it. New people are easiest to teach. Well, you haven't met me. Can you play a 4K in a Blu-ray player? You cannot. You could play a Blu-ray in a 4K player, but you can't play a 4K in a Blu-ray player. Yeah, I'll be like Van Damme and Kickboxer. Bob Zombie will have me up here trying to get me to break the strings. I like that comment. You deserve the Drew reviews. There you go. I love stop motion animation. I grew up with it. In the original King Kong, the 1930s. Even like shows like Robot Chicken when they do that. I'm a sucker for stop motion. A little bit in Evil Dead when they utilize it. Steven Seagal has not made a movie in a long while. Good. Hey there, Caleb. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Can't complain too much. Drinking some Miller Yellow, just having a chill chat with people. So it's all good. Again, hey, Hunk 100. Hope you're doing well. Just saw you in there. Live in a foreign country. I mean, I like here, despite all of our fuck ups. I don't know, Japan maybe or Australia. I don't know. Do you like Rob Zombie? I like some of his music, not his movies. I'll take Van Damme over Seagal. PS5 is just too expensive for me, and I don't know, man. Are there a couple games I would like to play? Sure, but I don't know, man. I'll probably, maybe this is where I go. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, Steam Seagal still sucks. What if you became a janitor at a school? Oh, like the movie that you requested, which I did watch that today. I'll have the review in a couple days. Hope it's better than that movie. The movie was there. It was so-so, but it was a fairly forgettable film. So I hope it's better than that movie. It's pretty forgettable. It's nothing to run home about. I mean, it's called A Janitor, so even the title kind of tells you what kind of movie it is. But thank you, Bobby. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, I've done that from time to time. I don't know if there'll be more. Ray Harryhausen? I haven't seen much of his stuff. The few I've seen, I like the effects more than the movies, if that makes sense. Six Man, I'm not big on. It's just called A Janitor was the film. It was just called A Janitor. No, no problem, Sam Crow. He too. You happy Schwarzenegger retired? Well, did he retire? I thought he was doing that show Fubar. The 12th Man? I don't know what that is. Have you seen Night Watch with Ewan McGregor? I barely remember the film. I don't remember liking it. Never played the Jumanji board game. Take care, Real View. Fubar is going to be the last of his filmography. Favorite Brian Thompson movie, Cobra. Yep, Garrison, that's right. I did used to work at a video store. Cape Fear, I liked. The Firing Line, I don't think I saw it. Chess, I haven't played in a long, long, long time. Not a bad game. Did you like the Green Inferno? No. It sucked like most of Eli Roth's movies. A blockbuster video horror movie? I mean, I think a lot of people would know what the hell a blockbuster was. The Fan or Taxi Driver? I like both, so I don't know. Eccentric Views, hey there, how you doing, man? I've never seen The Third Man. No, you don't want to rent Skinnamarink, Kentucky Container. The movie is about 90 minutes of staring at walls and ceilings and floors and toys. Just watch clips on YouTube before you rent it. Please, Kentucky Container. Please watch clips. Trust me, you won't be spoiled. You cannot be spoiled with that movie. Like, it's impossible to spoil the movie. It's just, here's a 5 minute shot of a wall. Here's 2 minutes of a toilet disappearing. You can't be spoiled with Skinnamarink. You can't. There's nothing to spoil because it's not a movie. It's a shitty art project. Hey, Ink Spot, hello there. And how you doing at Central Reviews? The video store I used to work at was called Mr. Movies back in the day, but it closed down around 2012. Yeah, I love the film Cobra. Yeah. The fan of Michael Bean, I was not a fan of. I like Michael Bean, but not so much for that movie. And he wasn't the problem. It's just the movie itself. Yeah. They could have used a better director. They used more atmosphere, more mood. Aliens 4K, probably because it's one of my favorite films ever. But I'm not going to get like 85 4Ks. Expendables 4 is trash. That's what everybody says. Yeah, that someone sent that to me. The Blob laser disc. Someone sent that to me as a gift. Actually, Dark Metal Spider sent that to me as a gift. Very nice gift. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he sent it to me, which is very nice. And I know there's a 4K coming out. Maybe. I would like. I mean, I would like the cover where it's like Shawnee Smith with the gun, but that's so expensive. I don't want to pay that much just for a cover, a slip cover. It's a cool looking slip cover with like Shawnee Smith with the gun, and there's Kevin Dillon here, but uh, not the one where you see their backs. The slip cover where you see them from the front, but it's just really expensive. And I'm like, nah, I want the movie. I have the movie on Blu-ray. I'm good. I'm cheap. What can I say? Commando, if it had a sequel in the 80s, sure, but not now. It's too late. Do I play instruments? No. Total Drama, I don't know who that is. Laserdisc make great wall art. I agree with that. They're cool to look at. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I've heard of the game. I never played it. I've heard of the game. I don't know if that's on PS4 or if maybe it's one of those you have to buy a certain game to get it. Yeah, I don't know if Far Cry 3 is on. I don't know if that's on PS4 or it's one of those maybe you have to own a game and then you could get that. I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know anything about Total Drama. Never seen it. CED, yeah, I've heard of that one. Kingdom of Var is worse, Sean. Much worse. Yeah. Favorite movie company logo, either Carolco or Canon. Total Recall, I like to think it's a reality, but I'm more of a happy ending type of guy. Best Michael Cera movie, super bad. Worst Vin Diesel film, I don't know. Babylon AD. No, no problem, Dark Mail Spider. Thank you. Yeah, no, I remember the way the CED was. I never owned one, but I've seen people who own one and how it works. So wouldn't be my cup of tea though. But yeah, laser discs are a cool art to have in the background. Samuel, I'll choose Total Recall. Did they ever explain what happened to the aliens in Mars home? Not that I remember. You had to show people that Columbia tried. Sort intro with Richard Pryor. Yeah, it's a fun intro. That's the only thing worth the crap in that film. 16 millimeter film? No, I don't. Which I mean, I wouldn't be able to play it anyway, even if I did. Moonlight Cinema, I like that logo as well. TriStar Pictures, but probably the Carolco and Canon films would be the top two. Least favorite film studio, Disney. Didn't see Equalizer 3. I wasn't a fan of the first two. And didn't get requested it either, so I don't really care about anything the Exorcist Believer. I don't care what's going on in the movie because I don't give a shit about the movie. Do not care. And the novelization of To Recall, the aliens were called the Noah insectoid race. They built the reactors as a test for up and coming spacefaring people. AKA cartoon. I don't know what that is. An exact Japanese remake of American film. Why? Documentary requests? Absolutely open to it. Documentaries I find very interesting, so absolutely I am. Great man. Be my guest. The Fox opening, yeah, before Disney bought in 20th Century Studios. Since over Panavision, I don't have a preference. Favorite documentary? I mean, I like Crystal Lake Memories. I like Never Sleep Again. Um, Dark Days is a good one. If you've never seen that, do I have it here? Yeah, I do. You guys ever heard of Dark Days? Anyone in the chat? You ever heard of Dark Days? Anyone in the chat? So yeah, this is the one. There we go. This is a very good documentary. It's in black and white. Pretty much, for years, a homeless community took root in a train tunnel beneath New York City, braving dangerous conditions and perpetual night. Dark Days explores the surprisingly domestic suburban world, unearthing a way of life unimaginable to those above. Pretty much is about all these citizens, all these people living under New York in all the tunnels, and how they made their homes within it, at least did at the time, and how they get water, how they get food, how they find stuff to get money, and how they pretty much live there, how they're able to pipe in the electricity and water, how they did all that. Like Demolition Man, in a way like that, in a way. And then it got to a point where there was a commission that came in that pretty much kicked them out. Now, thankfully, there's a what? How many years afterward? 10-year where they look back, and thankfully, most of those people after that, it's one of the few times someone did something good. They got the people who were living there, and they got them homes. I forget what the term was. It's been a while since I've seen this. Former New York City Mayor David Dinkins and the Coalition for the Homeless, Mary E. Brosnahan, they were able to get these people homes, and they were able to get some work, and they had like shelter over their head. They were able to work, and for the most part, most of these people were able to lead a bit of a better life. Although there is a sad story during this, where during the documentary, you see that one of the people disappear, like you never see them in the film. Like they're in a portion of the film, then you never see them again. If you listen to the documentary, it's because the director talked to the guy. The guy was talking about how he was very depressed. And then the next day or two, they found that the guy walked himself into a subway train. So once a while, when you get to those dour limits, some people, can't handle it. So yeah, there was a guy that walked into a subway train, and uh, that, or they were on a platform, then they jumped, and then you know there you go. But this is pretty good. If you ever can find this, I highly recommend it. So definitely worth a look for those who've never seen it. I'm gonna go to the back there. And yes, it's raining heavily here. Someone was asked about the weather. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Who's the most badass janitor? Nick Cage. Nick Cage easily. Easily Nick Cage and Willy's Wonderland. Hands down, I would say Willy's Wonderland, Nick Cage. And I like Willy's Wonderland. I thought that was a pretty fun film. But thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it, man. Dangerous Days. Yeah, that's a good making of Blade Runner. I did like that. Yeah, I reviewed This is Spinal Tap. I enjoyed that Fate documentary. It was funny though. Well, this goes up to 11. Well, why don't you just make one 12? Yeah, but this goes up to 11. Do you know the author of Fifth Element novel is named Terry Bison? Uh, oh, okay, that's cool. Hey, General. Yes, I did see the trailer for John Woo's new film, Silent Night. I liked it. It looked fun. I did enjoy it. Damn, it's raining crazy here. Of course, hasn't rained for a while, and now it's raising like insanity here. But hey, shit happens. What can you do? Does not rain at all, and then the weather. Also, the weather guy is always bullshit too. The weather guy is like never right. I'll do the super chats in a second. Can I ask a question? Is the weatherman ever right? Does it just one quick question? Is the weatherman ever correct? Are they always full of shit? I swear the weatherman must be the easiest job to have because you just say anything and then the next day the complete 180 happens. Whoops, what can I say? Just wasn't my day. Thank you, Bronson. I appreciate it, man. Who is your favorite movie director and who's your favorite horror movie director? Well, I mean, my favorite director is John Carpenter. But I'll put that in horror film director, John Carpenter. My favorite movie director? It probably would be John Woo. Hard Target, Broken Arrow, Hard Boiled, Bullet in the Head, even Once a Thief I didn't mind, The Killer, I even like Paycheck. And I did see the new trailer for Silent Night, the new John Woo film. Looked good, so I'll probably see John Woo. It's like Face Off. Um, Face Off, I go back between it's okay and then I'm not really a fan of the movie. I go back and forth. I'm not a big fan of Face Off. James Cameron would have if he didn't direct Avatar 1, 2, 5, 7, 11, 15. If James Cameron isn't directing 15 Avatar films, then maybe he would have been my favorite. But with all these Avatar films, he can stick it in his ass. At least John Woo didn't direct 18 fucking shit. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Nick Cage is my favorite janitor. Sometimes I use his style at my workplace at YMCA. As long as you don't get in trouble, be my guest. Uh, but yeah, I like Willy's Wonderland. That was a nice surprise. Came out of nowhere. It was fun. He had no dialogue in the movie, which was an interesting choice. And at least Nick Cage is making interesting movies and interesting choices, which is more to say for a lot of actors. So there you go. I have seen The Weatherman. I do not remember a thing about it though. uh, I think he has a bow and arrow in one scene for some reason. I forget what the reason was. And then on the cover, he's got the bow and arrow. I know that a lot of people shit on the character because he's a weatherman. He always gets things wrong. But I don't remember anything else about the movie. So, yeah, that's about as much of the weatherman I remember. So, yeah. That's as much as I remember. The Man That Would Be Teen, I haven't seen it. Favorite Tom Cruise non-action film? Non-action film. Non-action. I have to think about it. The Taiwanese cut of Hard Target? Yeah, but I have the work print, and that has all the stuff in it, the work print. So I just watched the my fan cut, which is the work print with the Collateral. Okay, Collateral. Collateral's not an action movie. Collateral's a thriller. So okay, Tom Cruise non-action Collateral, because I don't think Collateral would be looked as an action movie. That'd be more of like a thriller. So yeah, Collateral. I'll choose that one. I'm not a fan of Vanilla Sky. Rain Man, I don't mind. The Beekeeper, I liked the trailer. Yeah, George Romero did direct Monty Shines. That's cheating. It's my list. Collateral is definitely it's definitely an action film. Is it though? I mean, there's action scenes, but it's more of a thriller. That's more of a thriller. There's action in it, but that's more of a thriller. Is Over the Top an action movie? And it's more of a drama. Yeah, okay. So you're saying like zero action in the movie. So a Tom Cruise film with zero action. Okay, so I have to look up his filmography. It's not Legend, I'll tell you that much. Well, that has action in it. I guess that would be an action movie too. All right. Days of Thunder, that'd be because they're an action movie, I guess. Tropic Thunder. Well, I guess that'd be because they're an action movie now. Fine, Tropic Thunder. How about that? Is that considered an action movie? If not, Tropic Thunder then. There's performance in it. I don't mind Rain Man. I don't mind A Few Good Men. Well, okay, that comes off wrong. I don't mind A Few Good Women, but I like the movie A Few Good Men. Just say Jerry Maguire. I don't mind Jerry Maguire, but I don't love it. I haven't seen Color of Money. Eyes Wide Shut, I don't remember much about. I always forget that was yeah, it's raining something. So I didn't see I Am Sam. I just remember that line in Tropic Thunder that Robert Downey Jr. says. John Woo was open to directing Expendables film, but it didn't work out. Tropic Thunder is a war comedy. I guess you could look at it that way. Is that coming through the stream the rain? Well, that's good. I haven't seen Magnolia. Whiplash, I didn't mind it. I reviewed the film. Well acted movie. Van Damme in a comedy with the right writer and director. Probably Stallone and those guys wanted too much control, so that's why they didn't have John Woo. Look at the directors they got. The directors they got were people that, like, who's the director of Expendables 4? What has he done? I don't even know who it is. But the Expendables 4 director, what has he done? Expendables 3, the guy had just done like some low budget Western that no one saw. Then afterward, he did The Hitman's Bodyguard after Expendables 3. Oh, he did Need for Speed, that classic movie. Because y'all remember Need for Speed based on the video game, right? You remember that movie. I haven't seen Expendables. Y'all remember Need for Speed? It's not the worst movie ever, but Did you really need a Need for Speed movie? Wasn't there another movie that came out with Gran Turismo? Did that even do anything? Remember Gran Turismo? Remember there was a movie called Gran Turismo? Yeah, Michael Keane was in it. He was on the radio in Need for Speed, kind of like that girl in the Warriors where she's on the radio. That's kind of how they were going with, like the girl in the Warriors. Hello there. Our men have entered the blah blah blah. No, I don't like Expendables 2. I don't think it's as good as the first. I think Van Damme is wasted. He's the best part of the movie, and he's wasted in the film. Yeah, there was. It's based on the Gran Turismo movie. Has the sheriff from Stranger Things. He was also in the remake of Hellboy, uh, and it's more about when they did the video game tournaments, and like someone won the Gran Turismo tournament, and then they were able to race for real, something like that. Like it's based on that type of true story that involves Gran Turismo. Like there's some kind of tournament on the video game, but the person wanted to race for real. Yeah, so the guy did District 9, which was a very, very weird choice. So, very weird choice. What was a pointless movie? I missed the conversation. I've guessed Expendables 4. Should we give Beetlejuice 2 a chance? Why? Gran Turismo seems like a pointless movie. Well, I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen it, so a passionate gamer who had the opportunity of a lifetime when Nissan offered him a position in the professional driving team. That's the plot of Gran Turismo. Ford versus Ferrari, I liked that movie as well. Rennie Harlan's directing films for China. I don't know anything about it. Duel, I prefer more. I don't need the Crow remake. It's a stupid idea. We had the Crow. It was Brandon Lee. They did 3 sequels that no one gave a shit about. I think they should get the hint. Yeah, frame by frame, I'll be here a bit longer. How you doing, man? They did remake The Crow. It's just trying to find a distributor, but they already made the film. They made The Crow remake. It's just they're trying to find someone to buy it, pretty much, and distribute it, which is stupid. They made 3 sequels to The Crow that no one gave a shit about. The Crow, City of Angels, The Crow Salvation, and The Crow with Edward Furlong, Wicked Prayer. Lionsgate. Well, Matt, I've been trying to drink more water because water's better for you. I don't want to be dead next month. I'll be dead next year, but not next month, hopefully. Great band, that's fine. Because if I don't have the video, but they have the video they want to upload, that's fine. At least it's out there for people to watch. Yeah, there's a TV show. I was talking about movies of The Crow, but yeah, I know the TV show with Mark Dacascos. Is Indiana Jones the worst film James Mangold has directed? Yes. Treated Indiana Jones like a old fool. Eli Roth or Rob Zombie? Neither. Not a snake. Be my guest. Not a snake. Feel free. The Awesome God. No, I didn't see that film. Hidden Strike. I've heard of it. It's the John Cena Jackie Chan film that was supposed to start Sylvester Stallone, but I think Stallone got called. I want to say to Creed 2 or something like that, so he couldn't do it. So then they got John Cena. Otherwise, it would have been Stallone and Jackie Chan. Apparently, it's an awful movie with cheap CGI in it that got delayed for years and finally got out. I haven't seen it, but I've only heard that shit. The Awesome God, that's probably the ones I only saw, yeah. Indiana Jones 5 is worse, Samuel. Davey's Music and Gaming, how much did it make in the US? Hidden Strike is awful. Hidden Strike is terrible. Well, that's two people. Should Jackie Chan retire? Sure, why not? If Jackie Chan still makes movies, yeah, he's got the one with the horse. It's like a him and a horse. It's not Mr. Ed. But yeah, you look, it's like a new one with him and a horse. I'm like, what is this? Like a crappy remake of Larger Than Life? Only it's not an elephant. Timothy 2014 is worse for me, Neopunk. Thanksgiving trailer, I didn't care for it. Mellow Yellow, it's a smooth citrus drink. It's a little bit of like either lemon or orange, but very, very smooth. Operation Dumbo Drop, I do remember that movie. Danny Glover. Movie.